Hello, everyone. Welcome to GNU according to CD, that is Government of National Unity. And the Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Leon Schreiber, has delivered new and fresh update on Chidimma Argentina's identity in South Africa. Is she a South African citizen? Well, let's find out from this news article from the Citizen, ironically dated the 20th of August 2024 by Bahangangwela. I'm so sorry to butcher this person's name, by the way, but this article was published at 1:48 p.m. just this afternoon. And the headings say Chidimma Argentina, Home Affairs identifies ID theft victim. Yay, she's found. Two officials being investigated. The Hawks are investigating the matter further. Of course, now the Home Affairs that they've discovered that indeed there was identity theft, now they are transferring the matter to the South African police. But this is a special, it's like our FBI type of situation here in South Africa. The Hawks, and the article continues to say, the Portfolio Committee on Home Affairs has been informed that two Department of Home Affairs officials are under investigation for their alleged involvement in fraud committed by Chidimma Argentina's mother. On August 7th, the department announced that following an investigation into its archival records and hospital visits, there were prima facie reasons to believe that fraud and identity theft may have been committed by the person recorded in Home Affairs records as Argentina's mother. In an innocent South African mother whose identity may have been stolen as part of the alleged fraud committed by Argentina's mother suffered as a result because she could not register her child, said the department at the time. So now I know there'll be those that say, but it is not confirmed. They're using words, yes, because in South African criminal law, you are innocent until proven guilty. So words such as may, allegedly are going to be used until you are brought before a court, and then the court makes a determination whether you are guilty or not guilty. So don't come and say, hey, well, but they're saying may. Yeah, that's how our criminal justice system works. We don't speak as a matter of fact. The article continues to say the department has broadened its investigation to identify and pursue any officials involved in the alleged fraudulent scheme and is obtaining legal advice on the implications of the alleged fraudulent activity on Argentina's citizenship status. Argentina, mother whose ID was stolen, identified. On Tuesday, head of the counter-corruption unit, advocate Constance Moiti, informed the committee that it had identified the mother and child who suffered due to the alleged identity theft. The mother the mother, born in 1982, applied for her ID document in 1995 in Tshwane, that's Pretoria. When she went to collect her ID in Tshwane, officials informed her that it was to be collected in Johannesburg, where she had not applied for it. She later gave birth to a child in 2001. When she attempted to register her child's birth, she was informed that a child had already been registered under her ID number. That child was Argentina. Ooh, imagine. This is Chidimma. The mother spent months trying to obtain a birth certificate for her child. The department eventually issued her a new ID number, allowing her to finally register her child. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. The Department of Home Affairs said that it visited the mother whose ID was stolen in Tshwane. The details in her initial IDs match those in the department's records for Argentina's mother. So this is no longer a situation where one can say allegedly, but then again, of course, you still have to be very careful and use those words because that's our criminal justice system. Now, for those of you who say, but she did not suffer, she was issued with another ID. Listen, she suffered first before she was given another ID number. But Listen to this, to those of you who got criminal minds, you know yourself who you are. The Department of Home Affairs said that it visited the mother whose ID was stolen in Tshwane. The details in her initial ID match those in the department's records for Argentina's mother. Thieves. The department has identified three officials allegedly involved in registering Argentina's birth. I do not believe that Chidimma didn't know this. I don't believe she did not know this. She knew this. One of the officials has since passed away while the other two are under investigation. I hope she's burning, or he. The department has issued Argentina's mother with a promotion of Administrative Justice Act letter. So basically, she needs to make representations as to why the Department of Home Affairs should not arrest her for committing fraud, stealing somebody else's ID, and basically living a fake life in South Africa. Of course, I don't think she'll be able to successfully say or give any reasonable reason as to why she stole somebody else's ID and made them to suffer. So she's going to jail. Definitely going to jail. Her response to this letter will determine the final decision that the department will take in relation to the ID she is currently carrying, which is that of the lady who suffered because of her selfish criminal reasons. The Hawks are investigating the matter. According to the department, as things stand, Argentina is South African, as per her mother's alleged fraudulent ID, which is true. Again, you are innocent until proven guilty, and therefore, the assumption currently is that Chidimma is a South African citizen because she was registered as a South African citizen from an ID that was stolen by a South African citizen. So until Chidimma's mother is found guilty in a court of law, this is when Chidimma's citizenship is going to be stripped from her because she obtained that citizenship due to her mother's fraudulent activities by stealing a South African's identity document. I hope we are following each other there, Nigerians. Now that her mother's status is in question, in the event that DG, that is Director General, finally cancels that ID document, it will mean that the registration of Argentina's birth itself was fraudulent, just like I said earlier. Therefore, that status cannot stand in law, said the department. Oh my goodness, I'm just thinking when that happens, Chidimma loses everything. That is why I was saying earlier in my other video, should you discover that your ID was stolen by somebody who's not a South African citizen and they accumulated wealth in South Africa, and those things yours? I mean, from what I understand, Chidimma's parents are rich. They live in Cape Town, and apparently they also have they run like property business in Cape Town, the rentals and you name it. That woman, those things are hers. Those things are hers. If the father also stole somebody else's ID, let's find the person and then we collect those things from these thieves. Honestly speaking, now let's continue. We're almost done here. Therefore, the status cannot stand in law, said the department. She would qualify to apply for an ID, assuming that she was born in the country. Now, she is competing in Miss Universe Nigeria, and as a Nigerian, how exactly are we going to allow her to apply for an ID in South Africa when she sees herself as a Nigerian citizen? I mean, hello, what's happening? That is why I was saying, Chidimma, if I were her, I would not accept the offer from Miss Universe Nigeria. I will stay in South Africa, fight for my chance because I was born here and grew up here. So I'm going to make representations to the Minister of Home Affairs and say, Minister, this is the only home I know. I do not know Nigeria. The last time I was in Nigeria, I was an infant, and therefore I see South Africa as my only home. But no, Chidimma wants to be Miss Universe. She packed up her bags and went to Nigeria to do what? To participate in Miss Universe Nigeria. And she is, what do you call this? She's representing the state of Taraba as a Nigerian, not as a South African. So no, I'm sorry. That train, I mean, let's just put it this way. That plane flew along with her to Nigeria for accepting. That means she denounced herself as a South African. And now she doesn't stand a chance to becoming a. And if she does do that, South Africans are going once again are gonna say, "Whoa, wait, now, no, wait, you went to Nigeria as a Nigerian to stand to become Miss Universe Nigeria. Now, why now? Because no, 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 no. She's creating problems for herself. This girl. That is why I was like, this is a wrong move she made. She made a wrong move. Now let's finish the last paragraph. The department is also investigating Argentina's father, and trust me, he's just as guilty as the wife, because it is clear that the father also was involved in the registration of the birth. Exactly. In South Africa, when you give birth and there's a father, the father also puts his signature on the birth certificate. So now, how did he put his signature as a non-South African? Because if the child is of a foreign national, guess what happens? Your child belongs to the foreign national side of things. There is no way. No, 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 no. Let's investigate the father too. That is why I was like, I don't think he's innocent in all of this. Whose ID did he steal? Whose ID did he steal? So it's good that the father is also getting investigated. So at the end of the day, this entire family is going to be deported. The mother to Mozambique, the father to Nigeria, together with his daughter, who now is running for Miss Universe Nigeria. So I think things are working out for themselves. The ancestors of South Africa are working overtime for the people of South Africa. We are no longer going to be played. Honestly speaking, we are done with that. GNU is being questioned by many African countries, like, what is this GNU, as if we owe them an explanation. Like, we are South Africa, we are sovereignty. We owe nobody any explanation. We owe nobody nothing. You can gaslight us and say all the stuff that you want to say. We don't care no more. We absolutely don't. And those of you who are busy mocking South Africans, you are making it difficult for the foreign nationals that are here in South Africa. I must tell you that. Because now you have Operation Dudula really wants to kick some people out of Soweto, all because of your mouth. Instead of just keeping quiet and minding your own business and being parasites wherever you are being parasites at, and making this commentary not in your country, but being a parasite in some other country, and then you come and mock South Africans and using Orania. Hey, Orania will be there whether you like it or not. This is our business. Stay out of it. Just stay out of it. Yes, we have white people, we have Indian people, we got colored people, we got black people, we got everything under the South African sun, and that is why we are called the Rainbow Nation. Proudly South African. That is our identity, and you will never steal it or try to dilute it. We're not going to allow that, unfortunately for you. Other than that, guys, please do not leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and do consider subscribing. And when you subscribe, make sure to hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching the ads, and thank you so much for watching. Well, these are good news, at least for me. Good night.